Hey, Shalom, Israel. Yeah, how about Shem Yahshua Baruch Thumb to the brothers? Shalom, Yahshua Allah Thumb by Shem Yahshua to the sisters. Where the ISUPK started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General Yohana. That's right. And since 1969, we've been teaching the truth according to the Bible. For those that don't know what the truth is so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, descend from the greatest people on the face of the earth. That's right. And the Bible identified them as the 12 lost tribes of the nation of Israel, man. That's right. And in 2025, there is nothing, and I mean absolutely nothing more important than coming back to your true identity that is found in the Bible. The only place that you can find out who you are and how you're supposed to be and what you're supposed to do and what you're not supposed to do is by getting into the ISUPK and the Commander General Yohana. I'm talking about Preaching Officer Shabal coming to you live from Las Vegas, man, 612 South Jones Boulevard. We have class every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 7 to 9 p.m. Tuesday's a Brotherhood class. Wednesday's a biblical law class, and Thursday is a scripture breakdown class. You know what I'm saying? We ask that anyone who's tapped into the class right now, if you can like and share the class and let everybody know that we live. You know what I'm saying? This is a scripture breakdown class. So if anyone has any questions, you know what I'm saying, go ahead and type them in. Lord allow, I'll be able to answer your question tonight. If not, there are men that are above me that are greater than me, which is something that you will not hear in the Christian church, the humility. Right. That's right. Them niggas think they know every goddamn thing. I don't. I am a student as well as a teacher. You know what I'm saying? And as a student, I will go to the mighty men above me and ask, you know what I'm saying, so I can make sure that I break down these questions properly. You get what I'm saying? So y'all can like and share and let everybody know that we live. You know what I'm saying? This is a very special class tonight, man. Y'all know what today is already. You know what I'm saying? And you know, usually this time of year, you know, there's scriptures that we usually go into this time of year, but we're not gonna do that tonight. We're gonna do something a little different, but same topic, just different scriptures. All right. But for those that need that you know, that straight to the point scripture to cut anyone who tells you that celebrating holidays is lawful, Amos 5:20 through I believe it's 21, maybe 22. You know what I'm saying? Will end all of that. You see what I'm saying? Not only that, though, but you can just ask someone to show you the scripture that tells the people to celebrate Thanksgiving or Halloween. Right. You challenge those who are questioning you. You challenge them to find you the scripture where it says that Christ was born on December 25th. You see what I'm saying? Find the scripture where it says that we are to be celebrating birthdays and holidays. Right. That's what you do. And when they don't find it because it's not in here, you go to Leviticus, the 23rd chapter, where you can find all the Lord's high holy days. You know what I'm saying? So today is a very, very special class because a lot of us in 2025, which is a damn shame, to be honest with you, but in 2025, a lot of us still does not know who the so-called white man truly is. They have no idea how much of a beast this man truly is and how terrible of a quote-unquote leader he truly is. And the reason why I say he's a leader, because right now he runs the earth. Right now, the wicked are in charge. You know what I'm saying? According to Job 9:24. You know what I'm saying? How do you know that the wicked are in charge? Because people are mourning. You see what I'm saying? Even the rich among Israel is in mourning. They just too proud to admit it. You get what I'm saying? So I'll take a few minutes. If anyone has any questions, you know what I'm saying, go ahead and type them in or raise your hand. And then we're gonna get into it, man, because I have a very special class I want to get into, and then there's a special guest that I want to bring up for the last part of class, and he's going to let you know why it is that you should never sit around the table on Thanksgiving and celebrate not only Thanksgiving but any holiday that the so-called white man told you was an actual holiday. You see what I'm saying? The only thing that's good about these days is the fact that a lot of us are off from our slaveries and we still get paid for them. That's the only thing that we should be looking forward to. Outside of that, there's nothing to celebrate. Right. But the fact that we have to even be grateful that the slave master gave us a day off, like the fact that there's even something worth celebrating, just lets you know how wicked and evil this oppression truly is. You know what I'm talking about? So again, if anyone has any questions, go ahead and raise your hand. If you have anything online, just go ahead and type it in. If I see it, I'll get to it. If not, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna get into these. There's a couple of stories, man, that if you have an ounce of compassion in your soul, some of these things will truly vex you, man. I mean, so I'll give y'all a couple minutes, man. If y'all got something, go ahead. You got it.
Could I get a breakdown on Amos chapter 1, verse 9 and 10?
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and read it when you got it.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 1 and verse 9.
Mm-hmm.
Thus saith the Lord,
Mm-hmm.
for 3 transgressions of Tyrus,
Mm-hmm.
and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because they delivered up the whole captivity to Edom, and remembered not the brotherly covenant. Verse 10.
Mm-hmm.
But I will send a fire on the wall of Tyrus, which shall devour the palaces thereof. And also 11 too, and verse 11.
Mm-hmm.
Thus saith the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Edom,
Mm-hmm.
and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever.
Got you.
So the question I'm asking is, could this be a precept to they hunt our steps and
Yes.
find themselves not guilty?
Even more so, you can accept this with Revelation, the 13th chapter, Revelation 13 and 10, right? Paraphrase it. He that leads into captivity shall go into captivity.
Right.
Right. You can also put this with Isaiah 14 and 21. Prepare for his children. Right. And then also Ezekiel 35 and 5. Because of the hatred in the perpetual bloodshed, I'm paraphrasing, but if you need it's use a Revelation 13 and 10, right? Revelation 13, 9, 10. I always start at 9 because I don't understand 9. 9 said, he that have an ear, let him hear. The simple to say, I got an ear, matter of fact, I got 2 ears. Dumb son, bitch. Apparently you don't, because you don't understand what the hell I'm saying. Right. This is why he's saying it. You see what I'm saying? But then 10 lays it down nice and flat, like General Muhammad like to say. You know what I'm saying? So you got Revelation 13, 9 and 10. You got Isaiah 14 and 21. Right? Isaiah 14 and 21. And you have Ezekiel chapter 35 and verse 5. Right? So the whole thing about it is we all know that Jacob and Esau were in the womb together. You know what I'm saying? So Jacob and Esau are brothers. However, right? Jacob was the chosen one. You know, because that's how the Lord ordained it. Right? You know what I'm saying? And we know that Esau sold his birthright. Just to show you what type of cat Esau is. Anybody tell me what Esau sold his birthright for? Anybody remember?
For some food, a meat piece of meat.
Food, man. And the cold part about it, go ahead.
It was uncooked. It wasn't even all the way cooked through.
You know what I'm saying? One body, one spirit, because that's where I was ready to go with it. So for those who still don't know who Esau is today, all you gotta do is be in a restaurant and hear him order his steak and listen to how he tells the waitress that he wants his steak prepared. Right. Because no, you ain't gotta raise your hand. How does Esau ask for his steak to be cooked? Anybody can answer. Medium rare. See what I'm saying? The more, right? You dig what I'm saying? This goes all the way back to when he sold his birthright in, I believe it was Genesis the 29th chapter, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it's Genesis 29. Okay. But the whole thing about it is, the birthright meant nothing to him. Right. But it meant everything to Jacob. And we should be grateful to our forefather Jacob, because it meant so much to him that he was willing to wrestle an angel behind him. Right. You know what I'm saying? And his name was later changed to Israel. Yasher in the Hebrew, which means prince of the power. You see what I'm saying? So this is why us that are in the truth, you know what I'm saying, we call ourselves kings, you know what I'm saying, and young princes and stuff like that. Why? Because we come from the prince of the power. We are royalty, you know what I'm saying? And I know it doesn't look like it today because a lot of us out here, you know what I'm saying, homeless, you know, some of us out here, you know, 7, 8, you know what I'm saying, cats in a 2-bedroom and things like that. And I'm not knocking nobody that's in that condition. The point I'm trying to make is because of our situation, we're looked at as we're nothing, right? Oh. But can somebody tell me what Revelations 3:9 says? I believe it's 2:9. 2:9. Yeah, it's 3:9. Come on. Mm-hmm.
I know thy work and tribulation and thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them who say they are Jews and are not, or are the synagogue who say.
Read that again from the top, please.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 2 and verse 9. I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. Thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not.
So that scripture right there is twofold. You see what I'm saying? Because the Lord knows who we are. So all to the naked eye, we look poor, right? We look down, but our power, the Most High, who runs all the earth, we are rich. You see what I'm saying? Why? Because we have the birthright. We have the law, statutes, and commandments. You know what I'm saying? The kingdom will be ours when Christ returns. And that will make us rich because when Christ returns, we'll no longer be at the bottom. You understand me? We'll be at the top. We'll be running things. And the world will be put in the proper order. You dig what I'm saying? This is why brothers and ISUPK do the things that we do. We understand that there's going to come a time where all this suffering, all this will be no more. It hurts right now. I'm right there with y'all. The struggle is real. You know what I'm saying? The thing about here's the patience and the faith of the saints. To remain patient and faithful to the Most High. Remain faithful to the Most High. Who knows? You got it. Keep it in your hands. That's it. That's the Most High. The commandments.
See if they hear
I believe we're back up. Y'all let me Y'all let me know. We're back up and running. You know, anytime we start teaching this truth, man, Satan will do everything he can to make sure that we don't wake up the 12 lost tribes of the children of Israel. But guess what? When scripture say prophesy unto the wind,
Right.
God damn it, we'll prophesy unto the wind. You dig what I'm saying?
Okay.
But we're gonna teach this truth, man. But I do apologize for the technical issues. Lord allowed that is the last, you know what I'm saying, technical issue that we deal with for the rest of the class. You know what I'm saying? But shalom to all the brothers and sisters that's tapping in online. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can like and share the class. Let everybody know that we live. You know what I mean? Going
And be thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways.
some of his ways.
And choose none of his ways.
The Bible is very clear when it comes to not envying this oppressor. And then I'm going to show y'all why we should not envy this oppressor and choose none of his ways. And after showing y'all some of these things and going into some of these scriptures, the reality of it is you should be ashamed of yourselves if you ignore the things I'm saying and continue to look up to this dude as if he's something special, because in reality he's nothing. You know what I'm saying? The only reason which y'all really need to know is this: the only reason why he's able to run around doing the things that he does is because we listen.
Right.
We listen to the priest back then, and we're not listening to the priest today.
Mm.
Y'all think that we crazy because we call the white man the devil the Bible speaks of. However, you guys don't even know what the word devil means. When you look at the word devil and you listen to the years and years of lies that he has hit us upside the head with, then you should come to the same conclusion. But the reason why you don't is because you envy the oppressor. You do the exact opposite of what the Bible says.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? And this is taught by this same oppressor. You know what I'm saying? Let me get 9:44.
This is the book of John, chapter 8, and verse 44.
Mm-hmm.
Ye are of your father, the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning.
He was a what?
He was a murderer from the beginning.
One more time.
He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth.
You see what I'm saying? So now, I didn't gave y'all two scriptures as a starting point. Now let me give y'all some context to go along with that. Right? This happened out here in Las Vegas. Let me see if the video will play. This is body cam footage. You know what I'm saying?
When police say a 22-year-old driver pulled a gun after a heated freeway exchange with the boy's stepfather. Our Mark Cotarobas is here now with the newly released video. Mark.
Yeah, Giovanna, David, as you mentioned, that road rage shooting that happened last Friday. Already, the suspect has been in court, and now we are seeing the immediate aftermath of the shooting as Las Vegas police have released some body cam video as one of their officers just passing by on the freeway was the first law enforcement officer to arrive on scene. The boy's stepfather pleading for help, the suspect admitting to the crime. That suspect seen on the body cam putting his hands behind his back to be handcuffed even before the officer had any real understanding of what had happened. The suspect identified as Matthew.
I want y'all to get a picture of who this man is. I don't know if y'all can see this or not.
He had a kid in the car.
Oh, hold on. Let me go back. I want y'all to. It's a reason why I'm showing y'all who this cat is.
That suspect seen on the body cam putting his hands behind his back to be handcuffed even before the officer had any real understanding of what had happened. The suspect identified as Matthew.
The fact that his name is Matthew is so disrespectful. He does not deserve to be named Matthew.
That's right.
But in case y'all didn't see who that was, you know what I'm saying, who was surrendering, that was a so-called white man. Read that part in John 8:44 one more time. You know which part I want.
This is the book of John, chapter 8 and verse 44. Ye are of your father the devil. Oh, Salakia. He was a murderer from the beginning.
He was a what?
He was a murderer from the beginning.
You see what I'm saying? All this over road rage. This is how quick Esau is to kill with the sword. This is why Revelation 13 and 10 say, he that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. This is why. You see what I'm saying? Come on with it.
Oh God. And then another brutal part about that whole encounter too is just his demeanor.
Yeah.
The way he's talking is like, yeah, I shot into a car, and had I known it would have been a kid in there, I wouldn't have done it.
Yeah.
And the way he's talking almost seems like, yeah, I killed somebody, but I'll be out in 2 weeks, so I ain't really sweating it. I ain't gotta
not even worried about it, right?
Yeah,
not even worried about it. Yeah, no, you're so right about that, right? So now read that part in John 8 and 44 again while I get the next story real quick.
From the top?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. The book of John, chapter 8 and verse 44.
He
was a murderer from the beginning.
He was a what?
He was a murderer from the beginning.
You know what I'm saying? This is why I keep going back. So now listen. For those of y'all that do not remember who Takia Young is, anybody remember that story? Takia Young, the young pregnant sister out of Ohio, that got caught shoplifting. Here, let me read it for y'all. This is a CNN news report. An Ohio officer who shot and killed a pregnant black mother in a supermarket parking lot after she was accused of shoplifting has been acquitted of all charges. So in case y'all didn't hear me the first time, an Ohio officer who shot and killed a pregnant black mother in a supermarket parking lot after she was accused of shoplifting has been acquitted of all charges. So now, what's missing in that story? You got it.
Hey, the fact that it was a mere accusation.
That's one.
That she was pregnant, so what type of threat she was, he could use non-lethal.
That's it right there. That's exactly what I was looking for. A 21-year-old pregnant mother who was accused of shoplifting.
Right.
Nowhere in there did you see anything about her being heavily armed or dangerous. But yet, he did what? He shot and killed a pregnant black mother in the supermarket.
Right.
In the supermarket parking lot. You want to add something to that?
If I may,
Mhm.
it's almost it's ironic that a black woman who's suspected of theft, they see that as worthy of death.
Right.
When this entire land is a stolen land. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's exactly what people are celebrating today. They're celebrating theft. They're celebrating slaughter and death of innocent people that was minding their damn business. Meanwhile, you get suspected of while pregnant of stealing, even if she was stealing something. God damn. You see what I'm saying?
Lethal, we could have tased her and took her in and had her plead her case. But instead, you took the whole life. No case being pleaded, no nothing. And then to be acquitted.
I mean, I'm just saying. Anybody remember who Dylan Storm Ruth is?
Come on.
What did anybody tell? Can anybody tell me what Dylan Storm Ruth did? Go ahead.
He went inside of the church and shot like 9 people, 7 or 9 people, killed a couple people, killed some people in the church.
And what happened to Dylan Storm Ruth? Anybody?
They took him to, what was it, Burger King?
Right.
Then he got locked up, but did nothing else.
So this man shot 9 people.
Yeah.
So he was obviously a threat, right or wrong.
Come on.
This man was a threat. He was armed. And they did what?
Took him to Burger King or McDonald's, one of the two.
Meanwhile, a 21-year-old pregnant black woman in a supermarket parking lot
Right.
gets gunned down. And the man who killed her was found not guilty. So again, for those that don't understand who it is that we're dealing with, for those that don't understand why the Lord said, envy thou not the oppressor,
Right.
and choose none of his ways, I just gave y'all 2 examples, and I'm about to give y'all some more. Officer, you got it.
If I may, we can't leave out. He killed 9 black people. He shot up a church. He shot up a black church. And yeah, they took him to Burger King, but the reason they took him to Burger King is because they was rewarding him for doing a good job.
Job well done.
So like,
Go ahead.
If I may, sir, is that not what all these people are doing today? Celebrating Thanksgiving?
Exactly. That's why he was able to go to Burger King.
right.
Give me John 8:44 once again. Give me the part that I want.
Come. This is the book of John, chapter 8 and verse 44.
Mm-hmm.
He was a murderer from the beginning.
He was a what?
He was a murderer from the beginning.
Lebanon, Indiana. An Indiana homeowner accused of killing a house cleaner who mistakenly arrived at his front door was charged with voluntary manslaughter on Monday in a case that could test the limits of stand your ground laws. Kurt Anderson could face anywhere from 10 to 30 years in prison and a $10,000 fine if he's convicted. Officers found Maria Perez, 32, dead on the front porch of a home in Whitestown, in Indianapolis suburb, on November 5th. Authorities said the Guatemalan immigrant was part of a cleaning crew that went to the wrong house just before 7 a.m. What was missing from what I just read?
Stand your ground would mean that wouldn't it have to be a conflict between 2 parties if you ultimately stand in your ground or feel that you or feel threatened from the opposing side in order for you to stand your ground? She was a cleaning lady. Like, there was no weapon involved. I mean, how would he know that he would have to stand his ground unless he looked through the peephole and seen her holding a rifle or a shotgun or a pistol? You had to have seen that she had cleaning supplies in her hand and you felt the need to stand your ground.
You see what I'm saying? What else was missing from that story? That's true. That's true. But something else though.
Salakia, sir, he did call the police. He called them before he shot through the door at that moment.
That's true too. But what else though?
But there was no crime.
That's it. He was not there to bring any harm. She was not there to commit a crime. She was there to do a job because she fell into this man's arms. Now, how do you think that they're there to do a job, and in the midst of them there to do a job, because these are the jobs, these are the only jobs that we're good enough to have, mind you. Let's talk about that part.
Right.
We're not worthy of living in the suburbs, but we are worthy enough to clean houses in the suburbs. You get what I'm saying? And so here this brother go, him and his wife, they just started a cleaning business 7 months ago, according to this report. And he found out that his wife had been shot because when he shot her, she fell into his arms. Now, how do you think that brother's feeling today? Come on with it.
Upset, furious.
Oh, absolutely. You see what I'm saying? And so it's crazy because when I read the story earlier, they hadn't released the name of the suspect.
Right.
Anybody want to take a wild guess why they hadn't released the name of the suspect? Anybody can answer. Come on with it.
Because he was an oppressor.
You see what I'm saying? I promise. I wrote this. I read it earlier, and I was going to speak on the fact that it's funny that they do not have this man named. You see what I'm saying? But the thing about it is, though, right? This is how trigger happy the oppressor is. This is why I keep having the brother read John 8:44. See what I'm saying? Because he was a murderer from the beginning. If you knock on his door, you might catch a stray.
Oh my gosh.
That's the world that we live in if you're a so-called Black, Hispanic, or Native American.
That's right.
This is the things that we deal with on a day-to-day basis. You dig what I'm saying? I got sadly, there's more, right? Let me see. Let me read that again while I find the next story, because this one ain't much better.
This is the book of John, chapter 8 and verse 44.
Mm-hmm.
He was a murderer from the beginning.
He was a murderer from the beginning. And this is Esau in a nutshell.
Mhm.
Come on with it.
And I'm thinking too, I mean, for him to be able, you know what's crazy is like, you remember Harambe, the gorilla, and the zoo, when the little black baby fell in, and then they ended up saying that because the father wasn't there, they ended up putting the father's criminal history on there because he wasn't even present. I'm willing to bet you that this man had a devious criminal record history, but they won't put that on there. I mean, this wasn't the first time that he killed. To be able to shoot through the door and kill somebody who had cleaning supplies, he probably killed dogs and cats and all type of other stuff prior to this, and that's why he had no conscience and was able to do this. But yet they won't put his criminal history, but they'll put the criminal history of a parent who wasn't even at the zoo when his child fell into a gorilla pit, but think that putting his past life on display like that.
Right. I didn't remember that at first, but the more you talk, I do remember that. And I mean, again, you see what I'm saying, though?
Come.
Come on with it.
If I may, sir, when I listened to the news story about this incident, all I could think about was what's the baby that got killed with Skittles and the hoodie?
Oh, Trayvon Martin.
Because this man did the exact same thing that killer did.
Right.
He was on the phone with the policeman, and they told Trayvon's killer to not follow him. And when the man was talking to the police on the phone while the lady was at his door, he didn't say, "Oh, somebody's trying to break in my house. I'm afraid for my life." He didn't do any of that. Hangs up the phone. Cops are on their way, and then he shoots the woman and kills her.
Right.
Yeah. And sadly, I have another one. Sadly, homeowner pleads guilty to shooting black teen Ralph Yarl who rang the wrong doorbell. I'm gonna read this because I really need this to sink in for y'all, man. Homeowner pleads guilty to shooting black teen Ralph Yarl who rang the wrong doorbell. An 86-year-old Kansas City man pleaded guilty Friday to a lesser charge in 2023 shooting of Ralph Yarl. This happened in 2023. I didn't even catch it earlier. So 2 years later, we hearing about this 2 years later. So this 86-year-old so-called white man took the life of a young black man just for ringing the wrong door. And listen, man. Hispanic or Native American, you cannot even go to the wrong door. A simple mistake can cost you your life. Come on with it.
Salakia, sir. Being a young man myself, that's one of the most craziest things I've ever heard. The white man will do anything to kill us, even if it's legal or not. And the cops still won't do anything about it.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. And what's crazy is he took a plea deal, and according to this man with a wheelchair, he'll probably get 7 days, if even that. You know what I'm saying? Come on with it.
And you know what's crazy too, right? These are incidents where it was by mistake. Like these were not intentional. You remember the story of the girl with the Girl Scout cookies, and she rang the doorbell, and he was saying, "Had I been home,
Yeah,
I would have smoked you." So
oh man,
when it's just knocking on everybody's door,
yeah,
just trying to do a simple job. Like the Hispanic lady was trying to do a job, but mistaken door. She's just trying to be a Girl Scout and trying to sell cookies. And he said, had he been home, he would have.
That's exactly what he said. He was, you know what I'm saying? So thankfully, and you know what's so sad about that? She was selling Girl Scout cookies.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a good thing that he wasn't there. You see what I'm saying? Because we would be reading about her on CNN because she would have lost her life. You dig what I'm saying? Come on.
I think recently I heard a story about a little teenage boy or younger, boy that was shot and killed for, like the people at the house, they might have been annoyed.
Right.
It was you just kids playing.
Right.
But that's why I tell my son, even now, like we in a whole different time,
Yeah.
Even a game can be the end of your life.
Yeah. Yeah. Nah, that happened in Houston, if I'm not mistaken. I know exactly what you're talking about. But again, I just gave y'all 1, 2, 3, 4 examples of John 8 and 44. So again, for those that don't understand the type of oppression that we're under, and just how cruel this cat really is. I mean, you got to think about it. This cat is so cruel that it doesn't matter if you're old or young. You see what I'm saying? This is a teenage boy who just rang the wrong doorbell, and he lost his life behind it. This is an old man, like 86 years old. So by him being 86 years old, you knew the era he grew up in. Right. So you know what kind of time he was on. He 86 years old. That means he grew up in goddamn Jim Crow. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, that means, listen, he was born and raised with that killer nigga mentality. You see a nigga kill a nigga. You see what I'm saying? That's
You remember the story, or I'm not sure if you may be familiar with it, but there was a story where some white kids were actually breaking into a black man's home. And he defended his house, and they ended up throwing the book at him. And now they're trying to say that they were just playing the game, or that they weren't trying to break in, or whatever the case may be.
Right.
Yeah. So even when
It's all about friends. It's all about celebrating. It's all about having a good time. So we're gonna forget about what happened in the past because the past is the past.
That's right.
You niggas telling me that your integrity can be bought for a dry ass turkey leg?
Oh.
That's what y'all telling me?
Right.
Y'all niggas telling me that y'all integrity can be bought for a piece of goddamn pumpkin pie, huh?
Right.
Some cranberry sauce. Some of you niggas online licking y'all lips right now as y'all listen to me say these damn things.
Right.
Cranberry sauce. Niggas sound like Homer Simpson on this motherfucker. Cranberry sauce. So you willing to just throw all your morals and all your integrity out the window, you know what I'm saying, for some ham? Have any of y'all even looked into how nasty a pig is? Y'all do realize what y'all eat when y'all eat this pig, right? I mean, some of y'all sleep with y'all sisters, so y'all don't give a damn about no goddamn pig. Shit. Some of y'all sleep with y'all dogs. So eating a pig ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, man, it's listen, if you broke bread with your family today and thought that it was okay because this is what y'all always do, you should be ashamed of yourselves.
Right.
Absolutely.
Because you don't even realize that you're still a slave.
Mm.
Can anybody tell me how do you know that you're a slave? If you was over that stove all day and you've been preparing greens and chitlins or whatever they eat on Thanksgiving, how do you know? Go ahead.
Because you're doing what you was told by your father.
See how simple that is? You see how simple that's why I go back to John 8:44 one more time and read that from the top based on what that brother just said. Read that from the top.
Come on. This is the book of John, chapter 8 and verse 44.
Mm-hmm.
Like it.
Read it from the top.
Whoever got it.
John 8:44.
This is the book of John, chapter 8, verse 44.
Mm-hmm.
Ye are of your father, the devil.
Ye are of your father, the devil. You see what I'm saying? Your father told you that today is the day that you break bread with your family. Your father told you that today you have to eat turkey.
Right.
Your father told you that today you have to eat ham. Your father told you that today you have to eat what else? Cranberry sauce, dressing, macaroni and cheese, right? What else? The turkey legs, right? What else?
Fucking stuffing, yams.
You see what I'm saying? And the crazy thing about it is a lot of y'all don't eat that shit no other time of year.
Right.
But guess what? They sell turkey all year long. They sell cranberry sauce all year long. The thought don't even cross your mind until today.
That's right.
Niggas was in the store fighting for that last can of cranberry sauce.
Yes, they were.
Today. Motherfuckers set their alarm clock to get up so that they could be at the store when it first opened because they want to get the biggest turkey that they can find.
Right.
They want to get the biggest, nastiest ham that they could find. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And in the midst of that, you're doing that. Why? Tell them again why they're doing it.
Because they was told.
Because they was told. You a slave and don't even realize it. He tells you when to spend time with your family.
Yes,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And the sad part about it, before your family come, you like, damn, this nigga coming. Man, this nigga, oh my God, he always coming through begging and shit.
Right.
And this nigga always coming through drunk. This nigga always this, this nigga always that. Then you know when Auntie so-and-so come through here, you know how that bitch is.
Right.
This is what you saying. And then when you open the door, hey!
Yeah.
Phony ass niggas. But you'll do that for some goddamn turkey. And I keep emphasizing and reiterating this for a reason, because I want y'all to feel stupid. I want y'all to feel shame. I want y'all to feel embarrassment. Because what I'm saying applies to somebody watching this class right now.
Absolutely.
You got the plate like this. Man, this nigga talking about me. Fuck that nigga, man. Nah, nigga. If you celebrate Thanksgiving, now it ain't fuck me, nigga. It's fuck you.
That's right.
Like to the generals and all that. You know what I'm saying? Then no disrespect, you know what I'm saying, to none of those things. I'm just trying to make a point because I love my so-called Native American brothers and sisters. I love them so much that if I want some turkey, I eat some turkey on Saturday.
That's what.
You see what I'm saying? If Domino's is open, I'd rather go get some Domino's. Nah, Domino's nasty as hell. I'd rather go get some Pizza Hut or something like that. You see what I'm saying? I'd rather eat that than Domino's. But y'all get the point though. Anything but turkey and dressing. You see what I'm saying? If anybody got some pie on deck or plan on making a pie tomorrow, y'all let me know. Right. You know what I'm saying? I'll come through and get a piece of something like that, man. I don't know. But today, y'all can keep all that. Come on with it.
And people don't understand the simple beauty and integrity, you know what I'm saying, that goes into choosing that, you know what, we're not going to come together and feast on this day.
Yeah.
Because so many of my brothers and my ancestors and my cousins, and they're suffering because of what took place. You see what I'm saying? In 1492.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're suffering to this day. They're on reservations to this day.
Right.
And they're dying. And little girls are going missing on those reservations because of the events of Thanksgiving. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's something so beautiful and powerful, and simply deciding, you know what? Because the world chooses to be blind, and because the world chooses to ignore literal genocide,
right,
and celebrate the genocide when they're told to do it, I'm going to be different. That's all Christ is asking of you. You see what I'm saying? That's all God is asking of you. He's just asking that you be different and have a little bit of compassion for your brothers and sisters. You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
The Bible called us what kind of people? Anybody. Come on with it.
Stiff neck.
That's true. But on the other side, though, to his point, let's follow the context. Go ahead. That's true. You own it. Somebody bring me home.
Separate.
That's true. Not what I'm looking for. Peculiar. Give that brother a hand. The Bible called us a peculiar people. You see what I'm saying? This goes back to what we were saying earlier. We're going to stand on the Bible, and we're going to let the Bible do the talking. Our opinions, our feelings, it means nothing. What did the Bible say about us? You know what I'm saying? So, but to this brother's point, he was right. Because those that are around the table right now, they are stiff-necked people.
Right.
But everybody in here, we're peculiar.
Yes,
you see what I'm saying? All the brothers and sisters that's watching these classes online right now, they're peculiar.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? They probably fried up some chicken. You know what I'm saying? Probably made some gravy. You know, put some gravy over that chicken. Some probably had the chicken with the gravy, and had the chicken without the gravy.
That's right.
And they probably put some on the grill, and someone put some in the oven. You see what I'm saying? Then some had the rotisserie thing jumping off. See what I'm saying? Niggas had that chicken swinging today, but they did not have the turkey swinging today. There was no turkey today. You know what I'm saying? There was probably some greens. You know what I'm saying? Probably what, some oxtails or something like that. What's some lawful shit that niggas would eat today that don't fuck with Thanksgiving? Some steak. You see what I'm saying?
Man, some turkey necks, smoked turkey necks. Yeah. What? Y'all fucking turkey necks?
Not today. We do.
Oh. We eat that all the time. Yeah.
No, that's special.
Yeah. Not just today. We put this man the cabbage. Yeah. Come on, man.
Turkey neck.
Hey, with that, I'm done. You just killed the whole. Man. Hey, do not walk out with that brother when he leaves. Let that brother walk out by himself. So that nigga get hit in the head with a lightning bolt. He's on his own. I'm joking, but what I'm saying is today we all ate something different. We did not eat what the slave master told us to eat. Why? Because we're not, well, yeah, most of us. 90% of us. 90% of us, we went to McDonald's. We went and got some McNuggets or something like that. You see what I'm saying? I would have got me a 10-piece McNuggets or something. I went to Del Taco with the 2-for-5 burritos or something like that. I went and did that. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. But I did not eat no turkey necks. That's what I did not do. I can promise you that. And I don't think nobody else in here did either. I don't think.
What got turkey?
You know what I'm saying? We'll get this nigga a t-shirt with a turkey in with a line through it.
Say gobble gobble.
That nigga woke up saying That's the first thing on that and rub his head like bird. Curtain time. We start my man's out, man. Hey, listen, man. I say this out of love, but I know this brother, and everybody here knows this brother. Know that this brother would never disrespect the game like that.
That's right.
These was all jokes, but in all seriousness, though, we're gonna get into Job, the 24th chapter. I told y'all earlier, you know, there are certain scriptures that we usually pull during this time of year. You know what I'm saying? But I chose this chapter because I want y'all to have a true and definitive understanding of who it is that created this holiday, that so-called holiday. You see what I'm saying? What y'all got to understand is that the oppressor, he's a mimicker. And what I mean by that is, just think about it. Holiday. Where did he get holiday from? Anybody?
High holy days.
You see what I'm saying? He got it from Holy Day. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
He's an imposter. Where do you think the whole fake Jew thing came from? Because they saw our get down, but they knew that they couldn't beat us. So they came up with their own get down, but try to copy our get down at the same time. You see what I'm saying? Like even you could tell that we're nothing alike because we don't have them little stringy little curly things going down the side. When you see one of them cats walking down the street with them things, you just want to grab them by them shit and just slang them all up and down the street, just drag them down the street by them goddamn little curly things. You see what I'm saying? You just want to take a goddamn mallet and go upside the crown of that goddamn hammock thing that he wearing. Man, looking stupid as hell. I'm talking about like this cat's nose is so goddamn big. You know what I'm saying? He looked like he came from a woodpecker. You see what I'm saying? He even look like he comes from man. You see what I'm saying? When you see that dude walking in the door, he comes in the door nose first. You see what I'm saying? That's Toucan Sam's little cousin. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, man, they're nothing like us at all. We are a peculiar people. And the Lord gave us a set of rules to live by. And what we about to read about in Job 20, the 24th chapter, is a complete opposite of who the Lord called us to be. Whoever got it, read it from the top, please.
This is the book of Job, chapter 24, beginning at verse 1. Why? Seeing times are not hidden from the Almighty. Do they that know him not see his days?
Not see his days meaning what? Knowing that there's going to be a day where these people will pay for what they're doing and for what they've done.
That's right.
Let's get some more.
Verse 2. Some remove the landmark.
They do what?
They remove the landmark. They violently take away flocks and feed thereof.
You see what I'm saying? So now, y'all think about what that man did to our Native American brothers and sisters, right? Read verse 2 again.
Some remove the landmark.
They did what?
Remove the landmark. Fine. They violently take away flocks.
They did what?
They violently take away flocks and feed thereof.
Now, based on that scripture right there, can somebody tell me some of the things that the colonizers did to our Native American brothers and sisters? Go ahead.
They brought over disease blankets. They killed off the main animal that the Native Americans like. They killed all the buffalo.
They did what?
They killed all the buffalo to starve them out. Like they killed the animal that the natives would go and hunt. They just wiped them out to keep them from being able to go hunt.
Read verse 2 again.
This is the book of Job, chapter 24, verse 2. Some remove the landmark. They violently take away flocks and feed thereof.
You see what I'm saying? That's what they did. That's what they're doing today. When they cut off the EBT, that's just what they did. We ain't got to just apply it to what happened back then. We can fast forward and apply it to today as well. Them landmarks, right? Them landmarks is the Dead Sea Scrolls, for example, right? The 1411, the 1611, excuse me, 1611, right? Why do I mention the 1611? Because in the 1611, the Apocrypha is in it, right? They took the Apocrypha out. Why? Because they knew that with that Apocrypha, they knew that there was no way in hell that you can disprove that the Jews were black. And when I say black, I mean so-called black Hispanics and Native Americans.
That's right.
This is one of the examples of removing landmarks and violently taking away flocks. They killed off them brothers' ability to make money. because that was their main thing, right? They bought and sold and traded with the buffalo. Right? Let's get some more.
Verse 3. They drive away the ass of the fatherless. They take the widow's ox for a
You
pledge.
see what I'm saying? They drive the man away and take advantage of the woman. You see what I'm saying? Why it says they drive away the ass of the fatherless, right? The fatherless is because, you know what I'm saying, y'all took his life. This is why she's a widow, because you put small pots in the blankets. You see what I'm saying? You came to them as if you were coming peacefully. But what does it say in Psalms? You know what I'm saying? His words were smoother than butter, but what? Anybody?
War was in his heart.
War was in his heart. This is why there were so many widows, and this is why there are so many widows, right? You fast forward to today, right? Some of these women have to act as if their children is fatherless for a fucking food stamp card, or for some health care. What they call it? Obamacare, whatever it's called. You see what I'm saying? Y'all know the movie Claudine. She couldn't have that dude. She couldn't even have his shoes in the house if she wanted to continue to get assistance from the government. You see what I'm saying? Come on with it.
And if I may, sir, that's a movie for you guys, and I'm gonna date myself, but that's an actual life that we live, that I lived. And when my mother had to get food stamps and my auntie, they literally had to take my daddy and my uncle's clothes and stuff. They had to take them outside, put them in the car, drive stuff. The social workers would come through, and they were looking for anything that pertained to a man. Claudine was not fiction.
No, it wasn't. And that's the thing. A lot of people think that these movies are made up, and to an extent that they are.
Right.
But you're not going to convince me that these dudes are so creative and that they're so smart and that they're so advanced and that their minds are just so goddamn sharp that they're able to make all these scenarios up in their head and write it down and make a script out of it. Where do you think they got Claudine from? You think Claudine was before the system? And if it was, I guarantee they was letting you know about the future. You get what I'm saying? Wait a minute. You want to say something? Is that you? Oh, sorry. Go ahead. You got it.
Like I was gonna say, sir, what you saying is so true. And the evidence is in today's entertainers. You know what I'm saying? You can see, Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock and so many other actors, and they talk about the best comedy comes from what? Reality. You see what I'm saying? It's like all the best stories and the best movies. The reason it hits so close to home when you watch it is not because they compiled some genius script together. Yeah. It's because this script and this story is the reality of you and your people. And
real talk. And not to go too far left, and I'm not glorifying this man's lifestyle, but one of the reasons why Richard Pryor was so loved is because he went up there and he told the truth about himself.
Right.
He just was able to do it in a way that was hilarious, but in reality, the shit really wasn't funny. It was sad as hell.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But he was so talented, he was able to tell it in a way to where it was funny. Right. You see what I'm saying? But what we have to understand is, we all know that old saying, you got to laugh to do what?
Keep from crying.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the whole thing about it. And that's why some of these comedians, you know what I'm saying, are able to be so effective, because they're going up there talking about their real lives. You see what I'm saying? We're going to drive the point home even more. Read verse 4.
Verse 4. They turn the needy out of the way.
They do what?
They turn the needy out of the way. The poor of the earth hide themselves together.
You see what I'm saying? Now, we in Vegas, right? And when they show Vegas, they show the Strip, right? They show the Circa, they show Planet Hollywood, they show the glitz and glamour, they show all these amazing things, right? But what do we see that are actually here? Anybody?
Man, we see the homeless. The homeless is saturated in certain areas got this much homeless. Like, we need to be trying to take care of this epidemic and this problem, as opposed to having a tourist site for outsiders and other countries to come and check out. But the homeless is everywhere.
You see what I'm saying, Bakar?
I was gonna say, we see the dark side of Vegas, like the prostitution and the human trafficking, if you want to say, really, because that's really what it is. A lot of these people are being forced into this. These young girls coming straight out of high school, they got a sign on the highway for the class of what,
Yep.
2025.
Yeah.
Yep.
They update it every year.
Yeah, they update
Yeah.
it every year.
Yeah.
Like, don't even think about going to college.
Yeah.
Just don't even come here and shake your ass.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
And not only that, with the gambling as well. I
Mhm.
was just watching a news report online about how they were saying how like it's like the people that's like dysfunctional from gambling
Mhm.
is like at an all-time high right now in Vegas. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they don't have like help for people that is, you know, suffering from like the addiction of the gambling, as well as you know, these people. Sometimes, a lot of times, they don't report this, but they kill themselves in their hotel room. They
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
jumping out the window.
No, absolutely.
Stuff, but they don't show that side of Vegas. You know what I'm saying?
Of course not.
Don't even put it on the news. You won't
No.
even know nobody.
Won't even
did.
know nothing about it. You see what I'm saying? How many times did we went over there off of Washington under them bridges and went off of Owens and Main to pass out clothes and all that, right? And what do you see? You see lines and lines of homeless people, right? Read 4 again. I'll come to you in a second. Read 4 again.
Verse 4.
Uh-huh.
They turn the needy out of the way.
Uh-huh.
The poor of the earth hide themselves together.
You see what I'm saying? Y'all can't tell me that we're not living Job, the 24th chapter right now. You see what I'm saying? You want to ask something?
Sir.
Mhm.
When I came out here, you know, staying in the Browns,
Uh-huh.
not the best area.
Uh-huh.
It's like the police presence
Mhm.
is so heavy,
Mhm.
you know, in our neighborhood, and it ain't nothing but, you know, Hispanics and blacks over there,
Mm-hmm.
and they stay over there
Yeah.
harassing people,
Mm-hmm.
swatting. I mean, it's a daily thing.
Yeah.
And you know, and then on top of that, the neighborhood has like 3 ways you can come in and out, but they got 2 of them blocked.
Mm-hmm.
So you can only get out one way or in and out one way. So if they wanted to lock the whole place down, they could. You know what I mean?
See what I'm saying? Come on with it.
To add what my mom said, Vegas also doesn't show like the corruption they're doing to kids and stuff. Let me tell you, one time when my mom was outside, she saw a knife under a truck.
Mhm.
And not only that, with all the fighting and stuff happening with kids outside,
Mhm.
it's just crazy.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? And this is verse 4 right here. But watch this. It goes even further. Read verse 5.
Verse 5.
Uh-huh.
Behold, as wild asses in the desert,
Uh-huh.
go they forth to their work,
Uh-huh.
rising betimes for a prey.
Uh-huh.
The wilderness yieldeth food for them and for their children.
Who can break this down? What does this mean? What is this saying here? Read it one more time.
Behold,
Uh-huh.
as wild asses in the desert, go they forth to their work,
Mm-hmm.
rising betimes for a prey.
Uh-huh.
The wilderness yieldeth food for them
Uh-huh.
and for their children.
Mm-hmm. Who can break that down? Sis, you got it.
So while the asses are going out to, the Most High is providing food for them and their children, their offspring. They don't have to worry about being hungry and homeless, and they're animals. So why is it that we have to and our children have to?
That's an excellent point, but that's not what this is talking about. But that is a good point. You wanna take a shot?
Kind of. I was gonna say, to me, that sounds like reservations, like where the asses are with them in their own land, but not originally what it was, and this is how you're gonna have to live going forward.
No. I understand what you're saying, but not in this context. Shalom.
Could you better read it one more time?
Please.
Behold,
Mm-hmm.
as wild asses in the desert, go they forth to their work,
Mm-hmm.
rising betimes for a prey.
Mm-hmm.
The wilderness yieldeth food for them and for their children.
Come on with it.
Is this talking about captivity? Like the asses are slaves, and they going out in the desert to do they duties as captives, and they really being led as prey, like lambs to the slaughter, because they following the people that put them in that captivity, and they following the ways and the works of the people that put them there in the first place. Is that, if I may,
I understand what you're saying. Not in this context. But Carl, you want to give it a shot?
Is this talking about like the homelessness, or like people that they can't, basically like people just coming together because they all so poor, so they pretty much trying to find food or whatnot, whatever way they can.
That go ahead.
like as far as like meaning like they just doing whatever they need to do in the streets to get food out of outside. Like, for example, like the prostitution,
Right.
drug dealing,
Yeah.
and stuff like that because they poor.
That's an excellent point as well. But none of that is in the context of what we're talking about, right? I'm gonna give it to y'all, right? It says, "Behold, as wild asses," right? So this is a comparison, right? So with that being said, who wants to give it a shot now? For time's sake, you want to give it a shot?
Do the wild asses represent Israel?
No, I'm gonna give it to y'all. The wild asses is the white man. This is what we've been talking about this whole time. As I say, in the context, he's comparing them in what they do to asses who it says, "Behold, as wild asses in the desert," right? They go forth to their work. You know how asses get up to go do their work? Okay, well, think about the congressmen who get up to go to city council. And they figure out and go to do their work. The city councilmen have a meeting to do what? Figure out how to continuously oppress Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You understand me? It says, "Rising be time for a prey." Who's the prey? We're the prey. You understand what I'm saying? It said the wilderness yielded food for them and for their children, which means eventually, if you go through the wilderness long enough, you'll end up doing what? Finding the prey that you're looking for. You see what I'm saying? If you go out in the desert long enough, that's why they get up early. You see what I'm saying? Because they know that they on a mission. You see what I'm saying? They're hunting prey, and we're the prey. You see what I'm saying? And it's their mission to find more ways to oppress us. You dig what I'm saying? You think about all these new laws that they keep coming up with. Who do these laws affect more than anybody else?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Go ahead, Sergeant Ward.
And then wouldn't the wilderness go into this whole fact too of like a wilderness is something that you're not familiar with. So with them coming over here, studying the land, they not familiar with this land because they wasn't here as long as the natives were. So with them coming here, could that fit too? Like,
I mean, that's
in the wilderness
yeah.
to them because they not originally from here.
I mean, that's a good point, but this is just more so a metaphor. That's why I said as wild asses. That's why I read that part again, so then that way y'all can see where this is going. You see what I'm saying? Well, it'll drive the point home even more. Let's get some more. Let me get verse 6.
This is the book of Job, chapter 24, verse 6. They reap everyone his corn in the field.
They do what? What?
Every corn in the field, and they gather the vintage of the wicked.
What does that mean when they reap everyone his corn in the field? What does that mean when they get all the corn? Bakar.
I mean, like we the ones that's working in these jobs and stuff, and they get all of the wealth from our labor. They get all of the heart. They own everything. They get all the corn. Everything that we produce, they take and own and possess.
Right.
You're right. But it goes a little further than that. When it said, and they gather the vintage of the wicked, right? Somebody, I'll lay it down for y'all. Somebody give me, and this is how you know who this is talking about. Somebody give me Leviticus 19:9. This will make it even more clear. Somebody give me Leviticus 19:9 real quick. Young man, you stay where you are. I want somebody to get it for me because we're gonna go right back to it. Whoever got it, read it, please.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 9. And when ye reap the harvest of your land, thou shalt not wholly reap the corners of thy field, neither shalt thou gather the gleanings of thy harvest.
Read Job 24:6 again.
They reap everyone his corn in the field, and they gather the vintage of the wicked.
You see what I'm saying? So when you look up the word vintage, it mean in this context. Let me be clear. In this context, vintage means vineyard.
Okay.
You dig what I'm saying? So to your point, they get it all and they take it all. Why did I have that brother read Leviticus 19:9? Who can tell me? Go ahead.
Because we are not supposed to take it off.
Get the brother in. You see how it is? This is how you know that us and them, we're not the same. Because they're going to take it all.
Right.
But we, because of the law that was given to us and not given to them, they don't have that moral compass to say, well, damn, let me leave some for them. No, they want it all.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? This is the type of mindset of the beast in this animal that we're dealing with. You see what I'm saying? I told y'all, as we read through these scriptures and we lay down who this cat really is, you'll have an understanding why today exists. Let's get some more.
Verse 7.
Uh-huh.
They cause the naked to lodge without clothing.
Uh-huh.
They that have no covering in the cold.
You see
that they have no covering in the cold.
That they have no covering in the cold, right? What is that talking about? What is that talking about? We just talked about it, right? We just talked about it. The homelessness, right? What do we do all throughout the UPK? Based on what we just read, what can you tie into what we just read that we do in this school?
Provide for the homeless.
You see what I'm saying? We do clothing drives frequently, and we hand out food frequently. Why? Read it again.
They cause the naked to lodge without clothing. That they have no covering in the cold.
Give me 8.
They are wet with the showers of the mountains and embrace the rock for one of the shelter.
So now y'all think about what was happening in Vegas last week. That was happening, and it was happening really bad. Tons of war.
It was raining.
It was what?
Raining.
Read that again.
They are wet with the showers of the mountains and embrace the rock for one of a shelter.
What are our brothers and sisters doing? Hiding up under the bridges to try to avoid the fucking rain. You understand what I'm saying? Don't tell me that the Bible is outdated, it's old. Don't tell me that these things don't apply today, because God damn it, they apply today. We see it every day.
Right.
Everybody sitting in this classroom is one check away from being out there hiding in the rock from the goddamn showers. Every single one of us.
Right.
Who had their hand? Who wanted to ask something?
No, if I may, sir.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say what you're saying is so that scripture is insane right now.
Most High in Christ.
Because that's exactly that scripture explains why you should not celebrate Thanksgiving. You see what I'm saying? Because our native brothers are right now outside sleeping and dwelling in tents, and it's not because that's their culture and that's where they want to be. You see what I'm saying? It's because they were put there and they was put in the rain, and they in the rain right now suffering because of the events of Thanksgiving. And the enemies that overcame them celebrated that victory, celebrated being able to overtake the planet. You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
In our place.
Yeah. What are we talking about? Do y'all understand now why I went here? Because this is telling you exactly who it is that we're dealing with. And this is more proof that although this was written thousands of years ago, we're living it right now.
Come on.
Let's get some more.
Verse 9. They pluck the fatherless from the breast and take a pledge of the poor.
They do what?
They pluck the fatherless from the breast and take a pledge of the poor.
Let me give you an example of that. Minimum wage goes up to $20. Everybody celebrates, right? Oh man, we making $20 an hour. What do they do on the back end? Anybody. There's no wrong answer. Tell the war.
The economy skyrockets like so they give us $20 an hour.
Mm-hmm.
The rent go from $1,000 a month to $4,000 a month.
See what I'm saying? Anybody else? You got some more? Go ahead.
Man, the gas go from $2.50 to $9 a gallon.
See what I'm saying?
Jump up dramatically to the point to where it's like rent or food or gas or the house, or you still in this limbo of what to take care of, even though the wage of pay has went up, everything else has went up too, to the point where it was like, shit, you could have just kept my pay the same and we would have still been in the same boat.
Yeah, y'all picking up what I'm laying down? Come on with it.
So like even with the food
Mhm,
going up, I went to the grocery store.
Mhm.
What was it, Wednesday or Tuesday or Wednesday?
Mhm.
And I'm looking and I'm like, hold on, these prices done went up. You know what I mean? And I be on the app and everything, so I know what prices look like. And I'm like, this is ridiculous. So when I was checking out, I was talking to one of the girls that work there, and I'm like, y'all raising prices up, didn't you, for Thanksgiving? And she was like, girl, yeah. And then she told me that they have a little trick that they do to where they'll have like a sale tag, but really, how she said? She said that they raise. Really, the sale is the regular price. Exactly. So the tag that they put that's showing the normal price is higher than the normal price because the sale tag is gonna be the original price.
Right.
So you're not saving money.
Oh yeah.
You're paying the
Why? That make you want to buy it.
Right.
Yeah. You see what I'm saying? And that's the thing, right? And that's the thing, right? Have y'all been to the store, right? And y'all see buy one, get one free, right? Yeah, you got to buy one, get one free, right? Right. But the thing about it is though, right? If you look at the price and you look at the quantity,
Oh my goodness.
are you really getting one for free?
Not at all.
You see what I'm saying? That you getting 2 bags, but in reality, you really only getting 1 bag. And then the thing about it, they say buy one, get one free, but anybody, y'all know how much a bag of chips is going for now? Anybody. You see what I'm saying? $5, right? And then some places they $7. But it's buy one, get one free. Right? You see what I'm saying? And you still paying more than what you was paying before. You see what I'm saying? Come on.
The products, they get smaller and smaller and smaller.
Yeah.
Right.
And read verse 10. Everything that y'all saying is right here in this verse right here. Watch this.
They cause him to go naked without clothing, and they take away the sheep from the hungry.
See what I'm saying? T-shirt, a regular ass goddamn Pro Club was $5. How much a Pro Club hitting for now? Anybody know? Come on with it.
Like 9.50, 10, 10.50, 11.
You see what I'm saying? And what's so different about these Pro Clubs now? Oh no, it's something. Who knows? Thank you. They're charging you more, but you're getting less. You see what I'm saying? You put that goddamn thing in a laundry machine one time too many. You understand? And you gonna go to that gym and you gonna go to hit them goddamn dumbbells. And you got to put your arm down real quick. That motherfucker gonna tear all of that thing right here. You ain't gonna walk around the goddamn chicken wing out because the goddamn whole thing didn't toe out. What are you talking about? You gonna try to be $9.50 for a shirt that's gonna last 3 washes? And what's so sad about that is the laundry machine, the goddamn laundry machine soap got more water than it got that goddamn soap in it.
Right.
I used to take the laundry. I ain't proud of it, but I would do it and take one bottle and fill that joker up. Because why I'm paying for a bottle that's not even full.
Right.
Like I didn't just sit.
You cannot admit that on camera. I will not vouch for you if them people come knocking on the door. Now, I won't let them in. Now, what happens once you leave here? Hey, listen, I got no control over that there. But listen, you have just incriminated yourself. I'm joking, of course, but I mean the thing is though, in her former life, this is the type of thing that we had to do, or that we thought we had to do, because this is the environment that the oppressor has created for us. Go ahead, Tyler Ward.
On top of the quality of clothing and the prices of food, they've created a monopoly too on the food. I don't know if you're familiar with Monsanto's. So Monsanto's is a seeding company. So all the farmers have to go through this company to have their seeds to grow their crops. So if you grow corn and I grow watermelons and they grow squash and okra, we got to go to Monsanto's to grow it. So we can't produce anything. So if you grow watermelon, you have to get seedless watermelon seeds from Monsanto's, because if you grow your own watermelon, you can just take the seeds out and create your own crops. But we got to go to Monsanto's to get seedless watermelon. So when them is gone, we got to go back to them again. So even the quality of food, the quality of clothing, the price of food, the price of gas, everything skyrockets. They have a monopoly on everything.
They have a monopoly on everything.
And if I may say, the monopoly on the seeds and stuff, they're all genetically modified.
You see what I'm saying? And this is why, going back full circle, we started off with what? Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways. Why? Because this oppressor's ways are heinous, evil, and as wicked as could possibly be. You understand what I'm saying? So I got a few more verses I want to break down in Job, 24th chapter, and I'm gonna bring Shalom up here with me. You know what I'm saying? Because this brother can tell you even better than I can as a so-called Native American, right? Mm-hmm. About how heinous of a crime this truly is, and how evil it is to partake. You know what I'm saying? On a day like this. So as I'm gonna have a brother read verse 10 again, and then I'm gonna allow Shalom to take a little bit of what he has to say and tie it in as we continue to read through Job. So if you could read Job 24:10 again.
This is the book of Job, chapter 24, verse 10. They cause him to go naked without clothing, and they take away the sheep from the hungry.
They take away the sheep from the hungry. What is a sheep supposed to represent? Who knows? Go ahead.
Bundle?
A bundle of what?
Food.
A bundle of food, a bundle of bread, a bundle of water, a bundle of resources. That's what sheep means when you read in the biblical context. Resources. You see what I'm saying? So read that part one more time.
They cause him to go naked without clothing.
So now nakedness, meaning you're not protected. You're not covered. You see what I'm saying? That's what the clothing represents. Clothing is not, the nakedness is not literal in this context. This is talking about how all of your Native American brothers, all of your indigenous brothers, because of all of the oppression and of all of the pain and the suffering and the destruction that they were forced to be put through. You see what I'm saying? So that you can eat your Thanksgiving turkey. Now they don't have the same clothing you have. They don't have the same protection you have. And you as a Black and Hispanic man, you should know that you already don't have much protection. So imagine them sitting on their reservations. Keep reading.
And they take away the sheep from the hungry.
And now they don't even have any resources. You see what I'm saying? They got to rely on the very minimal government assistance that they're given. And this is the crazy part, if I may, sir.
Go ahead.
Looking at the on ISUPK Las Vegas TikTok, right? The post you made earlier, the post that a couple of brothers made earlier on that TikTok, there were actual white people in the comments saying, well, if Thanksgiving gets so bad, then why don't the Native Americans give back the government assistance that they're getting? even though you, if I may, forced yourself on my great grandmothers, you see what I'm saying? And stole their land, and you broke the Treaty of Guadalupe, and you broke every single treaty that was supposed to be put in place for peace amongst our people. You see what I'm saying? You broke those treaties and you put them on reservations where they can barely survive. Go ahead, you have something?
God. I mean, shit. I mean, man, if they want to say give back the government assistance, fine. Then give me back my land, and I can drive off my land.
Give the brother.
And that's it. Give back resources, but they don't give me back what you took from me.
Damn right, and that's exactly the point. But they're so prideful, and their nose is so upright, and like the Bible talks about in the book of Job and the book of Obadiah, they're tall. You see what I'm saying? They think of themselves as tall and upright in the world. Why? Because your suffering doesn't mean anything to you. It doesn't matter to them that 5,000 indigenous women go missing off of those reservations every single year. You see what I'm saying? As a direct result of America breaking their promise to keep peace. As a direct result of America breaking the Treaty of Guadalupe. You see what I'm saying? So many women go missing. So many women are victims of sexual assault. So many women don't know what it feels like to grow up with their families. And yet you have the audacity to sit around that table and say what the hell you're thankful for. What are you thankful for? The right to vote? What the hell? I ask you. You see what I'm saying? What the hell do you think it is that you're thankful for? The right to get up at 6 in the morning and go slave away to keep a roof over your head? That should be free to you. You see what I'm saying? Because it was free at one point. Are you thankful that your kids can't go to the goddamn store without being harassed by the police? Is that what the hell you're thankful for? You see what I'm saying? Because the Native Americans were one time thankful that they can get up and go hunt buffalo and mind their goddamn business. That was the reason they fled to this land in the first place, to get away from the pale-faced pilgrims. And they chased them all the way down here. Go ahead, sis.
And the fact of the matter is, every single day of the year, we complaining, we crying, we struggling, we depressed, we all kind of things. But then all of a sudden, this one day, everybody just so damn happy. You know what I mean?
Why?
It's annoying.
Who knows why? Why is it that we'll start January 1st off, right? Saying this is gonna be my year and I'm gonna make everything that all my dreams come true. And then by about March, I might even be too early. Everybody talking about how it's the worst year of their goddamn life. But then come Thanksgiving time, everyone wants to pretend that they're happy. Why? Go ahead.
Like you said earlier, because they've been told to be happy.
That's it. Because they've been told to be happy. And even deeper than that, not only was they told to be happy, but they don't have a reason to have faith in anything else other than the white man. That's what it is. We don't have a reason. I see you out. We don't have a reason to have any type of faith or belief towards anything else other than what the white man told us to have faith in. So now, even though all of my life and all this whole year has been hell for me, right? And your rib left you, right? And you don't have this, you don't have that, and everything has only gone wrong. Maybe Thanksgiving can bring me some type of peace because you don't know what peace is. You don't think that there's anybody willing to fight for you. But guess what? That's why Priest and Officer Shabal is here in the ISUPK and the Commander General Yohana. That's why Priest and Officer Bakar is here.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? That's why Tazawar is here. That's why all of us are here in the ISUPK and the Commander General Yohana since 1969. Because God demanded that somebody be there to be an example. Somebody be there to be a symbol of peace for you, for the indigenous that's still trapped on those reservations. You see what I'm saying? Why? Because you matter. You mean something in the eyes of God. So when you see us up here and we saying that the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of, when you see us up here and we reading the Bible telling you how the Lord hates and despises the feast days of the heathen, and you shouldn't be acknowledging these days, you should put your faith in something new. You should take your faith out of your enemies. You should take your faith out of the same people that's responsible for all of your pain and all of your suffering, man. And you should put it in the faith of your brothers, man. You should put it in the faith of your sisters. You should put it in the faith of the same people that look like you and can actually understand your suffering. You see what I'm saying? Keep reading.
Let's get some more. Yeah, verse 11.
Verse 11. Which make oil within their walls. And tread their wine presses.
Go ahead.
And suffer thirst.
You see what I'm saying? This is what you have to understand, right? Like Bakar mentioned earlier, right? We're the ones that are creating these things.
Right.
Right? We get up early in the morning and we break our backs. You know what I'm saying? But yet we're the ones, like I mentioned earlier, that's one short check away from it all being gone.
Come.
You see what I'm saying? I'm going to keep reiterating this throughout this class. What you have to understand is this man that you continuously choose to look up to and envy and try to pattern your life after has created an environment for your people to fail and suffer. And just when he thinks you had enough, he will find a way to make you suffer some more. You see what I'm saying? Like the brother mentioned earlier, y'all stick y'all chests out because y'all can go vote. And then y'all so goddamn stupid with it that y'all get stickers that they give you. And you either put them on the back of your car, right? Or you put them in your window, or you rock that button with the red, white, and blue flag on it that say, I voted.
Oh my goodness.
And yet, neither one of y'all that went out there and voted can tell us how voting benefited you or your people in any way, shape, or form. A lot of y'all voted Trump in, and when I say y'all, I'm talking about these black folks. Y'all voted Trump in because y'all thought y'all was gonna get another $2,000, didn't y'all?
Right.
Or however much he gave away, right? Y'all thought y'all was gonna get some more PPP money and all that shit. Y'all thought y'all was gonna go get some more Lamborghinis, the whole get down. Y'all couldn't wait. And y'all voted this man in. And what did he do? Start kicking you niggas right up y'all asses. As soon as he got in office, he shined his boot up and put a little razor on the end of it,
right,
to make sure that y'all felt that boot up y'all's asses. You see what I'm saying? Come on, Bakar.
I was just thinking, just when y'all brothers bringing this out, I don't know if y'all ever seen that movie, The Killers of the Flower Moon,
Nah, break it down.
with Leonardo DiCaprio. That's a movie. If you want to know some of the stories of what we went through as Native Americans, that's a diabolical movie that's based on reality of pretty much it's just back in the time when they were first giving out reparations, not if you want to say reparations or whatever to the Native Indians. The so-called white man found a way to build a town around just so he could pretty much profit off the natives getting the money from the government. So not only did he like assimilate himself to like being like a mayor or like some sort of like, you know what I mean, like government official over the town to regulate everything. They own all the businesses around the reservations and made the natives have to go spend all their money. They was charging them hella money. And not only that, they were marrying the women to receive they money and then slowly killing them off. Like feeding them, like giving them injections, that like a slow kill, basically. And then they would inherit the oil and the land or whatever that woman got from her native right, based on what the government, so-called government, gave them. And just thinking about reading these scriptures, it just brought me to that movie. That movie was so diabolical. It was almost one of the movies that you watch. I was like, you know, you watch them slavery, movies, but just on a different tribe. You know
Right. No, I get it. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And how they got down on them, and that it developed into like the 5 cent Indian.
Yeah.
And all that. That's how they became 5 cent Indians and all that. You know what I'm saying? They was trying to figure out a way. I mean, they getting free money. They getting money from the government. Oh yeah, I gotta find a way to get this about them. And they would literally tell the white man, like, they would go to each other, if I may, and I'm gonna wrap it over.
Now you got none.
They would go to each other and really be like, "Are you charging me like you charging the Indians? Like, don't charge me like you charging them." Like they would talk to each other like that, like not like they knew that they were charging the Indians, like taxing them like double. You know what I mean? And then they'd be like telling each other, like arguing with them, like, "Don't treat me like you treat them." Like, you know, you don't give me their prices. You give me. I'm talking about. Go watch that movie. It's Leonardo DiCaprio.
You know what's so crazy about what he's saying? He said it was a movie, but what do we know about that movie?
That's real life.
That's
what I'm saying. It's based on a book though.
Yeah.
It's based on a true story for sure.
You see what I'm saying?
It just hit.
But
everything that we talking about, how you just read that scripture, made me think of that. And I'm like, I gotta bring this out. I don't know if nobody else seen that movie.
I never even heard of it.
Crazy movie. Go watch it when y'all get a chance. Especially given the nature of what we're talking about. Man, go watch that movie, man. Tell me, and we'll talk about it.
Nah, for sure. Tell us where you got it.
Come on. So, man, just to piggyback off what he said, I got a partner, man, whose name is Richie Smith. And Richie, dad is from the Arapaho tribe. And he had over 500 acres in the south somewhere of land.
Okay.
And the government was drilling on his land to extract oil.
Okay.
Now they want to open up a shopping center, so like a Walmart and a bunch of gas stations. They want to open up a plaza on this 500 acres of land where they extract oil. The dad ended up dying, and now it goes to Richie and his 2 sisters.
Okay.
And they was giving the dad, I don't know what it was. But, but now they want to give the kids a fraction of what they was giving the dad now. So if the dad was getting $1,000 a month for the oil that they struck, they want to give the kids $100 a piece.
Oh goodness.
And this is still going on right now. This is like a real, from the Arapaho tribe, they fighting it now, and they almost on the verge of risk of losing this 500 plus acres. Where I actually seen the letters that they sent and told them how much oil they pulling out of the land, how much and everything they're extracting, everything. I seen what they doing. So to piggyback off what this brother's saying, it's going on right now where I got a brother or somebody I know that's from a Arapaho tribe, 100%, and they are trying to screw him from his father's land, which he inherited when his father passed, and give him a fraction of what they was giving to dad.
Go ahead, sis.
Oh, so like, yeah, and I just wanted to add that Esau been a sneaky, bad business having person, because even with Jacob and him, when he sold his birthright, he knew what he did, but then he thought that he was gonna be able to go talk to dad and get the blessing still, even though he forfeited having that, and he knew that. But instead, he wants to sit there and act like he the victim. Well, you the one sold your birthright because you didn't care nothing about it.
And I'm real quick. I'm glad you brought that point out, because what did he do while he was trying to get a blessing from his father? Anybody remember? What did he do?
Esau?
Yeah.
Oh, he was crying and begging.
Yeah, but why did I ask her that? Go ahead.
Because that's what they do now.
You see, y'all understand how simple this shit is? This is why you can't argue with who Esau is.
That's right.
Because when he doesn't get his way, what does he do? You see what I'm saying? But today, he throws a fit by dropping a bomb on some goddamn body. You see what I'm saying? Anybody ever heard of Black Wall Street?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Because we was thriving, they was hurting.
Damn
and
right.
they couldn't understand how the hell we was doing this, because we didn't have y'all in our goddamn way.
That's right.
That's how. Go ahead, man.
Now, if I may, what you said is so heavy. I pray that every single Black, Hispanic, and indigenous man on this planet can always remember Black Wall Street. You see what I'm saying? Remember a time where we decided to stand on our own 2 feet. You see what I'm saying? For 2 reasons. Because not only were we successful, because God is always going to side with you over your enemies. That's why you was able to be successful in a land of people that despise you. You see what I'm saying? But also remember that when you did not choose to follow God the way, when you didn't have the same loyalty to God that God has to you, look what was able to happen, man. Black Wall Street was able to get destroyed because you're disloyal. And why would God protect somebody that's not loyal to him? As a man, you wouldn't protect a woman that's unloyal to you. You see what I'm saying? And all of those things. Go ahead, sis.
And Slucky, if I may say, everybody just thinks it's one. There were lots of Black Wall Streets. And they destroyed those.
Right.
There were cities that we had that are underwater. There are cities that they just blew up.
Yeah.
I mean, we stopped being what we were supposed to be, and the Most High said, "Okay."
And if I could,
you so right. Now go ahead.
And if I could, somebody give me the book of 1 Peter chapter 3 and verse 8. You see what I'm saying? Because somebody said it earlier. Somebody talked about it earlier. The fact that these people don't have any compassion for you. How they have nothing but hate for you. You see what I'm saying? And we was talking about it this entire time. How at the end of the day, it's very important to realize what Thanksgiving represents. It represents the celebration of genocide. Can you imagine if it was a holiday out here right now, remembering when the KKK successfully destroyed every Black Wall Street? Oh, it will be a national outrage. Now it will be a problem. Now it'll be something it'll be an inexcusable. We need to stop this. And your silly ass will be marching in the damn street like that would do anything. You see what I'm saying? You want to know why? Because then you would understand what it feels like for other people to not have compassion for your pain. Read.
We got hold on one second. No, we got to draw that point home even more, because here's the thing, right? But for those that think that we're being extreme and we being over the top, talking about how heinous it is to celebrate Thanksgiving, right? You got to think about it, right? This animal made a day and created a holiday for everyone to celebrate their victory over a nation of people.
Right.
And like I said in the video that I did earlier, imagine if it was the other way around and it was the so-called natives that did to the white man what the white man did to the natives. If there was a day created for that, would it be looked at as a day of celebration, or would it be looked at as a day of mourning?
Come on.
You understand what I'm saying? You know that it would be looked at as a day of mourning. How do you know? Because on a much smaller scale, what do they say about 9/11? What is the phrase for 9/11? Anybody?
Never forget.
Never forget. But meanwhile, you expect us to forget what you did to our brothers and try to wrap it up as if it's a celebration of family, when in reality, the celebration is your family conquering another family.
Right.
That's the reality of it. Bakar.
I was just gonna say Juneteenth, how they try to something that
Damn, that's a good one.
centered around that
Yeah.
they just try to eradicate it.
Yeah.
That's something commemorating, the time when the people, I think what was in Texas, realized they were free,
Right.
the slaves or whatnot in a certain region, not even symbolizing the whole freedom of slaves, and they get outraged with us even having that little bit of something. So, like to your point, if it was something major where it was a loss in the war, that we could, the Mexican American War or any native wars that we celebrate or commemorate or whatever, it'd be a national outcry, like you said, for them to why is this being celebrated and stuff like that. We would never hear the end of it. Trump, his administration would definitely find a way to get rid of that and say this is too woke or whatever.
Yeah, that probably would have been the first thing he did when he got in office.
No,
that's right. I'm on about.
And we already see an example of it anyway with the Jewish man. I mean, it was white man against white man, and they crying, and you can't say anything about them.
Right.
So we already got an example.
Yeah,
of what it would be like.
You know what's so interesting about you saying that? They got commercials. I don't know if y'all have seen them, but they got commercials. You know what I'm saying? Talking about anti-Semitism and how we must protect the Jewish man. The only being on this earth that's more protected than the Jewish man is the man of the other community. They at this point they like one and 1A at this point. So imagine if you one of them and you one of them, nigga, you get the double protection. Right. You got the double whammy. Nigga, you put your hands on the Jewish family. Oh my goodness. Oh wait, it's like YouTube. I mean, damn, they're gonna pull a plug. Huh? So Tyler Ward, you got it, brother. You got it. Yeah, I know. Right, my fault. Tyler Ward, you got it. We gonna keep it moving. Right. Come on, Tyler Ward, you got it, brother.
Not only is this a war or a celebration against the slaughter of Native Americans. I mean, man, this is like for the so-called Negro of America too. Can you imagine how many women or so-called black women won't cook a meal for their man? Oh my goodness! But then come Thanksgiving to invite family over that she talks shit about over the phone. Like I can't believe you did that. But then when Thanksgiving roll around, they all come through and she hook up a so-called glamorous meal. But when this nigga come home, he can't get fried bologna with a pickle on top of it. You feel like no damn right. Like you know what I mean, man, you can't get no lettuce or bologna, but come Thanksgiving, you want to hook up this meal, and so I mean, I don't. And
if I may, why is that the reality for so many blacks and Hispanic men? You see what I'm saying here in America? Why is that?
Well, you shouldn't be getting the bologna, but I understand you.
No, right. But they got the beef bologna. So I don't need it, but they got the all beef bologna and things like that. But
that's right too, brother. I'm watching you, brother.
Come on now.
Council loading around this motherfucker. Council loading soon.
We gonna clip this motherfucker to Joe behind. I'm talking about.
Be real careful, brother. Real careful. Tread lightly, brother.
But if I may, why do you think that is? Why do you think that's the reality of so many of our brothers here in America? You see what I'm saying? That's our reality as men, unless you in here in ISUPK. You see what I'm saying? Because my ribs are gonna make my sandwich. It's a lot. You see what I'm saying? But that's the reality of so many of us because our women are taught the same thing that's in the hearts of our oppressors, to hate you. They hate black men. They hate Hispanic men. They hate indigenous men. You see what I'm saying? And because our women are taught to follow our oppressors, now when you ask for a sandwich, who the hell are you talking to? Now when you ask for something simple, nigga, you don't tell me what to do. You see what I'm saying? But who got that 1 Peter for me that I asked for? Go ahead, Ike.
This is the book of 1 Peter, chapter 3, verse 8.
Go ahead.
Finally, be ye all of one mind.
What should we be?
Be ye of all. So,
to Tyler, pick it up for me. I'm gonna let you get the next one. I pick it up, Tyler.
Book of 1 Peter, chapter 3, and verse 8. Finally, be ye all of one mind.
We should all be of one mind. You see what I'm saying? We should all be considerate of the pain that we all go through. You see what I'm saying? Because it's a righteous thing to wonder, damn, is it kind of messed up that we are feasting today to the death and the slaughter and the genocide of my people, we should be of one mind. Go ahead.
Having compassion.
Having what?
Having compassion.
What should we have?
Having compassion.
Go ahead.
One of another.
How can you claim to be a compassionate person like the Bible orders you to be when you're going to celebrate the genocide of your Native American brothers and sisters? How can you claim to be compassionate and a follower of God when you are so inconsiderate that you will cook a turkey knowing its original origins? You see what I'm saying? Somebody do me a favor. Drop that and go ahead.
Hold on.
Yeah. Come.
Let's get before we get off of Job.
Come.
Right, we're gonna get a couple more verses out of Job, and then we're gonna go over here. Brother want to drop a couple verses, right? But let's get Job chapter 24 and verse 12.
Come.
This is the book of Job, chapter 24, verse 12.
Mm-hmm.
Men groan from out of the city, and the soul of the wounded crieth out. Yet God layeth not folly to them.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 13.
Mm-hmm.
They are of those that rebel against the light.
They do what?
They rebel against the light.
What is the light? Who knows what the light is? Bakar.
The truth, like the law, statutes, and commandments.
Yes, which is how you know that we and them are not the same people.
Come.
Because they rebel against the light. We're gonna wrap this up in a bow real quick. Keep going.
They know not the ways thereof.
They do what?
They know not the ways thereof.
So going back to Shalamov's point about them not having any compassion, this is why they don't have any compassion.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? The reason why we don't celebrate Thanksgiving is because we have compassion. You see what I'm saying? Even though I myself am not a so-called Native American, you know what I'm saying? Those are my brothers.
That's right.
And those are my sisters. You know what I'm saying? So out of respect for Captain Soccer Ward, you know what I'm saying? And the Officer Bakar and the Officer Shalimar and all the so-called Native American, my brother Karyash out there in Chicago,
right?
And my brother Tabawan in California. You know what I'm saying? Not to break rank or nothing like that. My point is, these are all so-called Native Americans. And I can only imagine how this day affects them from the time they wake up to the time they go to sleep. They probably not even able to sleep, probably. You know what I'm saying? And it's because of that I could never do anything that would come off as betrayal,
right,
or disloyal to my brothers. Something that the so-called white man would never understand. See what I'm saying? Let's get some more.
Verse, they know not the ways thereof, nor abide in the paths thereof. Verse 14, the murderer rising with the light killeth the poor and the needy.
They do what?
Killeth the poor and needy. And in the night is as a thief.
Read that again from the top.
Verse 14, the murderer rising with the light killeth the poor and needy. And in the night is as a thief.
You see what I'm saying? Now y'all see how all that was wrapped up in a bow with this one scripture right here. Y'all think about what the so-called white man did to our so-called Native American brothers and sisters.
Come.
Job 24 and 14 is how you sum up what happened all those years ago and how you can sum up what's going on today.
Come.
You know what I'm saying? You got brothers in prison right now that have been in prison for over 30 years, right? For a crime that now is not considered a crime. Right. Now, I'm not saying selling weed is legal. I'm not saying that in no way, shape, or form. But there's a cat on death row right now, and I don't even know if the brother's still alive, but he got 25 years for stealing a pizza, 25 to life for stealing a pizza. Because of everybody's hero, Pete Wilson, right, with introducing the 3 strikes law. And you know who else was behind that 3 strikes law? Everybody's favorite president, Bill Clinton. Everybody's favorite presidential candidate, Kamala Harris, the black woman, right? And who else is in that? Your man Joe Biden.
Come.
Every single one that was in them.
Right.
The same man that told you that you wasn't black if you didn't vote for him.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I want y'all to understand before I pass this off. I want y'all to understand that there's a physical murder and there's a mental and a spiritual murder.
Come.
And it's taking place as we speak.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying? The fact that there's a day to celebrate their victory over a nation of people, and the fact that we do it is even worse than them even making the holiday. You see what I'm saying? When do we wake up out of that slumber? Like it says in Romans 13 and 11, I believe it is. When do we wake up out of that sleep? You see what I'm saying? Isaiah 50, the 52nd chapter. When do we come up out that dust and realize that these people have the reason why they exist is to make our lives live in hell. Mm. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, God.
If you've been sitting in this class, there's no way in hell that after everything that we just said, that you can look at a white man the same or look at a white woman the same, because the only thing worse than a white man is a white woman. Right. Ask them brothers who was forced to sleep with them, or they'll say that they raped them and then turn around and say that they raped them anyway.
Oh my goodness.
You see what I'm saying? Come on with it.
That's a lot. Sir, I was just thinking, I was listening to Dad Hyman
Mm-hmm.
and he was talking about the set of Native Americans.
Mm-hmm.
700 of them were together in a celebration. This is the diabolicalness of the white man.
Mm-hmm.
He is celebrating a death of over 700 Native Americans being together for their ceremony. They started a fire
Mm-hmm.
around where they were.
Mm-hmm.
They literally burned them to death. Those who tried to run out, they shot them dead. Now, this is where that day actually comes from. But the sadness about it is you celebrate a victory that was not a victory because there was no war. They were not only were they not doing anything to you, I mean, they were minding their own business in their own celebration, had nothing to do with you, and you celebrate being victorious over a person that had nothing to do with you.
That's right.
That's what this day is.
No, damn right.
So like, and then people get mad when we say that we're gonna celebrate their death.
And what you said is so heavy because that kind of ties into exactly what I'm going into. So somebody, we're gonna wrap it up with this. If that's the why we use, somebody hold Jeremiah 16 and 14 for me. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be real brief.
We're done with Job. So yeah, go ahead, brother. You got it.
Yeah, so grab that for me, Jeremiah 16 and verse 14. We're gonna read to 15 and we're gonna wrap it up. Oh, slightly.
Nah, why you grabbing that right to the sister's point though, right? They have a problem with us saying that we can't wait for the day to where we can celebrate, right? But the thing about it is, again, everything that we say and do is biblical.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? And so for those that think that, you know, what we saying is so cruel, your art is not with us.
That's right.
Your art should be with the Most High.
Damn right.
Because Psalms 137 and 7 says, "Happy shall he be." I'm paraphrasing.
Right. When
he judges our little ones against the stone. I'm paraphrasing.
Damn right.
But the point is, happy shall we be. Why? Because of the trail of tears.
Come.
You see what I'm saying? You want us to always remember 9/11? Well, we want you to remember the trail of tears.
That's right.
We want you to remember the true origin of Thanksgiving. See what I'm saying? We don't want you to forget how you destroyed a whole nation of people.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? And if I could, before the brother read this scripture, it just goes to show you the strength and the backbone and the courage of our so-called Native American brothers and sisters. You know why? Because they're still here.
That's right.
Them people did everything they could to extinguish those brothers and those sisters. You know what I'm saying? But bro, I can tell you how Shah, once again, for the Sabawan, for the Bakar, for the Shalamaz, you know what I'm saying? For the Captain Soccer Wars, and all the so-called Native American brothers and sisters who stand tall and stand strong for the Most High in this truth. You know what I'm saying? To this day. Go ahead, brother.
Now, if I may, what you said is so important. You see what I'm saying? It's so heavy, and this goes back to everything everybody was expounding on. You see what I'm saying? Because like the book of Job said, our enemies, they want to come and they want to slaughter us, and they did come and slaughtered us like what? Like a thief in the night. And you wonder why the book of Revelation say what it says. You wonder why the book of Luke chapter 24 says what it says, when it said Jesus Christ is going to come back like a thief in the night. Why? Because you lack so much compassion for the pain of the Native American Indians, and because you want to celebrate Thanksgiving, because you want to celebrate their genocide, guess what? Now Jesus Christ, a black man, you see what I'm saying? Just like me, just like us, he's going to give our enemies a taste of their own medicine. You see what I'm saying?
Straight up.
Read that for me, Baba Good Shot.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 16, verse 14.
Go ahead.
Therefore, behold,
Go ahead.
the days come.
There's a day that's coming sometime soon. You want to know why? Because you decided to not celebrate Thanksgiving on this day. Keep reading.
Saith the Lord.
Go ahead.
That it shall no more be said.
Go ahead.
The Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt.
It's going to come a time, right? We all grew up. I know I grew up. I'm sure everybody in this room grew up hearing about the tragedy that happened in Egypt. We all grew up watching the Prince of Egypt and all the plagues that attacked that land. Why? Because they dared to hold the children of Israel captive. They dared to stand against God. They dared to cause the children of Israel, the blacks and Hispanics and Native American Indians, pain, and celebrate their pain and celebrate their suffering, man. And to this day, the land of Egypt is a repugnant land. The land of Egypt, right now, the land of Egypt isn't even ran by the Egyptians anymore. It's white people out there. And if you're not safe, this is something I learned from my slavery. If you go out there in Egypt right now and you just want to see the pyramids, guess what happened? You can be scammed because there's white men out there that's pretending to be tourists. They'll pretend to take you on a tour of the pyramids, right? And then they're going to rob you for everything that you have. Because the land of Egypt is that destroyed. Why? Because they dare to take the children of Israel captive. But a day is coming very soon because America wants to celebrate Thanksgiving, because America held you captive, because America treated you like nothing more than a slave, that we're not going to talk about what happened in Egypt anymore. Keep reading.
Verse 15.
Go ahead.
But the Lord liveth.
But the Lord liveth. This is what they're going to stay and say. They're going to say, oh my goodness, did you hear about what happened? Go ahead.
That brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north.
From the land of where?
The north.
From the land of where?
The north.
Where's the land of the north? Raise your hand. Somebody raise their hand and tell me, where's the land of the north? Go ahead. North America. Give her a hand. That's what's going to happen. Because you are slicing into turkey, because you are celebrating the death and the slaughter and the sexual assault and abuse of 77 million of my ancestors, God is going to do something far worse than what he did to Egypt. God is going to do something far worse than what he did in the times of Noah. He's going to do something very terrible right here in the land of the north. You see what I'm saying? He's going to do it for the tribe of Gad. He's going to do it for the Native American Indians that's stuck on the reservations. He's going to do it for the same people that had to beg for crumbs from the government. Keep reading.
And from all the lands whither he had driven them.
And from all the lands that we are scattered about. You see what I'm saying? He's going to do it for my brothers in the UK, for my brothers here in Las Vegas, for my brothers out there in London and all over the goddamn planet that's experienced racism and pain and suffering just because we dare to be greater than our enemies, because that's the only reason they hate you, because you're greater than them. Go ahead, finish it up.
And I will bring them again into their land.
And we're going to have our own land. We're going to have our own customs. Thanksgiving is going to be nothing but a bad dream. You see what I'm saying? Christmas is going to be nothing but a bad dream. Our poverty and our suffering and the reservations and the barrios and the ghettos here in America is going to be nothing more than a bad dream someday. Thus saith the God of the Bible. Keep reading.
That I gave unto their fathers.
That what?
That I gave unto their fathers.
That what?
That I gave unto their fathers.
Because God always keeps his promises, man. You see what I'm saying? And he promised that the land that he gave unto your fathers, he's going to make sure you inherit it, man. He's going to make sure that you get exactly what you deserve. He's going to make sure your enemies pay for ever doing anything to dishonor you and your culture and your people and your beliefs and your ancestors, man. You see what I'm saying? That day is coming someday soon, man. So again, with that.
Bakari, I you know what I'm saying? Listen, I did this class the way I did because I wanted to give my so-called Native American brothers the opportunity to speak from their perspective as a so-called Native American. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be the tribe of Gad or the tribe of Reuben. You know what I'm saying? So before I close this class out, you know what I'm saying, I want to give, you know what I'm saying, Officer Bakar, by God, the opportunity to say whatever it is that this brother wants to say. You know what I'm saying? As a guy like who knows, you know what I'm saying, what it is. You know what I'm saying? And how it affects him and his bloodline. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you going, brother, you got it.
Yeah, no, I was just gonna say, yesterday I was privileged enough to teach a class as well on, you know, similar topic. And for sure, like just going through, you know, this season, it's not even just Thanksgiving, you know what I'm saying? It's more so this whole time period, it puts us in a trance, and it kind of makes you forget that we in captivity. So when we bring out these scriptures, it almost like is a reminder to yourself on who we dealing with, and don't get lulled to sleep with thinking that everything's okay and that this you've assimilated successfully in the society. This society was established off bloodshed. You know what I'm saying? It was established with war. It was established with you know what I'm saying? And it's continuing to be the same thing, just in a different form.
Right.
And I'm not even really saying a different form because it's still people getting lynched. It's still, you know, our Hispanic brothers being tortured, you know what I'm saying, and put in concentration camps, if you want to call it, or whatever you want to call it, you know what I mean? And snatched away from their families with no regard.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like I said, just this time of year, I want people to remember what Thanksgiving was originally for when Abraham Lincoln established it in 1863 as a national federal holiday. You understand? He established it to unify the people. Basically, during the time of the Civil War, when the North and the South was killing each other, they used that as a ploy to get people to come together. So this is the same thing that they're doing right now.
That's crazy.
In your home is trying to get you to accept all of the negativity that America has done with this administration before that, and all of the above. You know, it's just another distraction to get you to think that everything is okay and that we're unified and we're one nation and all this and all that. You know what I'm saying? When actually, you know, there's an enemy out there that's attacking us on a daily, that's just creating more and more policies to destroy you. Like we said, the food going up, everything just, you know, going to the point where it's all about to come to a head.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Damn
You're gonna get caught up, lulled to sleep, thinking that it's something that is not, and you're gonna be hard to speak out against it because you still trying to assimilate yourself into this, and you need to just go ahead and separate your mind from this culture.
That's right.
Start by boycotting, you know what I'm saying, this time of year. You know what I mean?
Shit. Before I close the class out, you know what I'm saying, from one Gadite to another Gadite, you know what I'm saying, Priest Officer Shalom Ban God, Ban Yasha Allah, you know what I'm saying, any closing remarks you would like to add?
Comic, I just want to say it's a beautiful thing. First of all, give yourself a hand if I may. Because you could have literally been anywhere right now. You could have been somewhere at your grandmother's house. You see what I'm saying? Acknowledging the death of your brothers and your sisters and disguising it as an excuse to just spend time with your family. You see what I'm saying? But it's a beautiful thing in my sight, and I know it's a beautiful thing in the eyes of God and every, you know what I'm saying, brother in this room, that you made the choice. You see what I'm saying? You made the decision to take a stance against your enemies, man. You see what I'm saying? It's a disgusting thing when I see children eating turkey on this day. You want to know why? Because Christ said that you should not allow your children to pass through the fire. You should not do anything to harm your children in the eyes of God. And making your children take part in the holidays that God is going to destroy America for acknowledging, you causing them to pass through the fire. You see what I'm saying? So if your children are not eating turkey tonight, you see what I'm saying? If your children are boycotting this disgusting day, because that's what God wanted them to do. I just want to say that I know that every single Native American on those reservations greatly appreciate it, and Jesus Christ appreciates it as well. It's a lot.
All right. So here's brother hand, man. real quick, and close. I just want to say, man, it's been an honor to have the opportunity to teach this class, especially with being side by side. With my Gadite brother to my left. This time of year, it really should make you bring things into perspective, and it should be a reminder. But in reality, it shouldn't take this time of year for you to be reminded of the oppression, the constant oppression. I'm sure every single one of y'all, today was probably the first time in a long time that y'all didn't get no scam likely calls. Or spam like that. I think I said that wrong. Right. Get the point. You see what I'm saying? It's probably been the first time in a long time that y'all didn't get one of them calls. You know what I'm saying? And why are they calling? Because they want their goddamn money. And why are they calling for their money? Because we can't afford to give it to them. Why? Because we're in hell.
That's right.
And please don't think for 1 second because you got a pay raise or you got a promotion or you got a corner office or any of these things that when it's all said and done that you're not just still another nigga. You see what I'm saying? And to all my so-called Native American brothers and sisters, man, it's really nothing that I can say. It's just no way that no words that I can use to talk about how much it hurts me to know that y'all have suffered and are suffering to this day the way y'all are suffering. You know what I'm saying? They've conditioned us to only think about Black folks.
Right.
And brown folks. You see what I'm saying? But the thing about it is, though, my so-called Native American brothers and sisters out there on the reservations freezing right now with little to no resources. I want that to sit in your spirit. All you niggas that carve that goddamn turkey up, I want that to sit in your spirit that as you was carving up that turkey, our Native American brothers and sisters were sitting around sharing a goddamn sandwich.
Oh my goodness.
That's what I want y'all to think about. You know what I'm saying? You want to call these brothers drunks and call them drug addicts and all that, right? And I'm not glorifying being addicted to drugs in no way, shape, or form. But have you ever taken the time to go out to the reservation and ask them why they're so depressed and why they're so down and why they can't stop drinking? Surely oppression maketh the wise man mad.
That's right.
That's why, God damn it. And we stand with our brothers and sisters in here, man. And because of that, man, we'll never, ever eat a turkey neck on Thanksgiving. And with that, pass the precinct officer the card.
These are security, and I'm gonna read the security announcement. We are the ISUPK, started out of 1 West 125th Street in Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she may get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which a brother or sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Ties, which is a commandment. The book of Numbers, chapter 18 and 21, Malachi 3 and 8 through 10, means tenth in the Hebrew, Masharah. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, a free will offering for priests, not mandatory whatsoever. Amount you would like in the upcoming holy convocations. Right now we having on December 14th, we're gonna have the Feast of Hanukkah. You understand? It will be held here at 612 South Jones in Las Vegas, Nevada.
That's right.
7 p.m. sharp. Be here early. We'd like to get you here on time around 5, but class will start around 7 p.m.
And if I may, the Feast of Hanukkah on December 14th, like the brother said, we're going to be here at 612 South Jones Boulevard. This is a beautiful story that shows you exactly why Thanksgiving and Christmas and every other pagan holiday is so wicked. You see what I'm saying? That's the true point of this story. You see what I'm saying? If we're gonna be here, you see what I'm saying, early, and class gonna start at 7 p.m. sharp. You can bring all of your questions, you can bring all of those things, and we're gonna explain to you exactly how our ancestors dealt with Thanksgiving in the Bible, how our ancestors dealt with Christmas in the Bible, how our ancestors dealt with the 4th of July in the Bible, even though their families and everyone that they cared about was pressuring them. You see what I'm saying? To come over and have some Thanksgiving turkey. Come over and see your grandmother who you haven't seen all year, man. You see what I'm saying? So like, go ahead.
Yeah, and if any man wants to if any brother wants to be a trooper in the school, you are to start wearing all black, boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. And with that, we're gonna give one courtesy salute to the teacher. Men of Israel, I might. This means to stand. Men of Israel, I might Shabbat. I might. Barak.
Y'all about to sharp like a thumb.
We're gonna give one courtesy salute to the sisters. Sisters, stand. Men of Israel, sorry, face the sisters. Men of Israel, I might Shabbat. I might. Barak.
Damn right.
All right.
Yajamatah.
Yajamatah.